Good morning, and we're in chapter 5, and we're going to find out what happens now that they're on the other side. And it came to pass that all the kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of Jordan westward, and the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel until we were passed over. Notice it says until we were passed over. It's showing who is actually talking about this. It's the children of Israel. This is what they know. And their heart melted. Neither was their spirit in them anymore because of the children of Israel. Could you imagine? This could have happened 40 years earlier, but they weren't prepared. The Lord didn't care about conquering this people. He cares about conquering the hearts of the Israelites, making sure that they are willing to do these things. And remember, these people had 40 years. Their hearts didn't melt in, oh, that's so sweet. No, they melted in fear. But they didn't remember Rahab and her family. When they heard these things, she believed. But these people had the same opportunity, and rather than saying, oh, the Lord did this, we should be following the Lord and doing what he wants them to do, they're saying, oh no, well, they might have had that, but we've got to somehow get our courage back. And it came at that time, the Lord said unto Joshua, make these sharp knives, that just means knives of flint, and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. So they had a circumcision, if you remember back with the beginning of the 40 years. And Joshua made him with sharp knives and circumcised the children of Israel at the hill of foreskins. This is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt that were males, even all the men of war died in the wilderness by the way after they came out of Egypt. No other people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness by the way they came forth out of Egypt, they had not circumcised. So they hadn't made the same covenant the fathers had yet. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness till all the people that were men of war which came out of Egypt were consumed, because they obeyed not the Lord, the voice of the Lord, unto whom the Lord sware that he should not show them the land which the Lord sware unto them, or make covenant with them unto their fathers, that they would give us a land that floweth with milk and honey. And the children whom he raised up in their stead, them Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised because they had not circumcised them by the way. They didn't take this lightly, what they were going to do, and I wouldn't either. And it came to pass that when they had done circumcising all the people, they abode in their places of camp until they were whole. So they did this after they crossed the river, and then they waited however long they had to wait, a week or two, for them to heal up. So during this time, I'm sure the people are starting to get a little bit nervous. And the Lord said unto Joshua, this day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you. Wherefore the name of the place is Gilgal. And if you look at the footnotes, it says rolling. As it says, I rolled away the reproach of Egypt. And Israel, the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month, even in the plains of Jericho. They're having their first Passover in that place. They planned it so that they would be there for the Passover. And look what they do. They did eat old corn. That just means corn from the previous year's harvest of the land on the morrow after the Passover. Unleavened cakes to remind them of Egypt, and parched corn in the self-same day. Those corn or grains or whatever that grew there. And here comes another miracle, or a ceasing of a miracle, but it's a miracle in the ceasing of it after 40 years. And the manna ceased on the morrow after they had eaten the old corn of the land. Neither had the children of Israel manna any more, but they did eat the fruit of the land of Canaan that year. And it came to pass that Joshua was by Jericho. He lifted up his eyes and looked, and beheld, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went to him and said unto him, Art thou for us or for our adversaries? And there's this little thing on the right hand about this. Who is the captain of the Lord of hosts? As Joshua and the children of Israel approached the city of Jericho, they were met by one who identified himself as the captain of the Lord's host. Joshua fell down in worship and asked the captain to reveal the Lord's will. This response suggests that the captain may have been a heavenly being, possibly Jehovah himself. This interaction with the captain of the Lord's host likely reminded Joshua and the Israelites that the Lord would fight for Israel as they sought to conquer the promised land. I love that they're always getting this good courage, and if you're following what the Lord wants you to do, why didn't he just show all this beforehand? Because they take each step. They put their feet in the water of Jordan before it moves. They get over and they encamp on the other side, and they make a promise, the circumcision. They make a covenant with the Lord. And then they see this man with a drawn sword. And like it says, it doesn't say who it was, but it seems to be an angel. And he said, Nay, but as captain of the host of the Lord I now come. And Joshua fell down on his face to the earth, and did worship, and said unto him, What saith my Lord unto his servant? And the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoe from off thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. That right there should be a clue of who it is that is talking, as we just read, and Joshua did so.